My name is Lee Gall, and this is The Enlightened Buzz. My name's Lee Gall, and this is The Enlightened Buzz. This is a brand new space that I created out of seeing a need for more information and more education and, frankly, more experimentation about some of these new trends that I have seen in the better for you beverages and, frankly, other things as well. It doesn't always have to be in the form of a drink, but I've definitely noticed that is where the most common theme lies. Is we are a drinking culture. We often have multiple beverages by our side in the form of caffeine or water or soda. I'm literally looking right now at multiple drinks that I have stashed over here, and all different, literally. It's just part of who we are, and we drink socially, we drink for hydration, we drink for boredom, whatever it is, it often comes in the form of a beverage. And therefore, I've noticed a lot of new manufacturing trends that are trying to replace my morning cup of coffee to my afternoon pick-me-up to a glass of wine replacement in the evening. And there are a lot of different ingredients, many of which I don't know what they are or what they're supposed to do to me or how much of them I should be ingesting. And I kind of want to get to the bottom of that information for myself and for you. I have some information, so I'll be able to start there and help us out. But a lot of this will be an experiment to see kind of what we're seeing out in the market and, frankly, what makes us feel the best, either as a vitamin supplement or as an alternative to a nice hazy IPA. Who am I and why am I doing this? So glad you asked, because I'm trying to figure that out myself. Okay, fortunately, I do know who I am. Again, we've established my name's Lee, but just a little bit about me. I'm a wife and a mother of two young boys, 13 and 7. I am a professional by day. I am a room mom to the second grade class at the elementary school. I go to the baseball games and do the things. I tell you that only so that there's maybe something in me that you recognize in yourself. And ultimately, I just want to create an environment that breaks down the stigmas and the stereotypes that sometimes become associated with some of these conversations, whether it's talking about just simply alcohol or even trying to take a break from it. People sometimes are like, oh, are you an alcoholic? No, dude, I just want to take a break. Am I not allowed to do that? Like, it's so weird how there could be stigmas to even stopping doing something. I don't know. Or again, the introduction of seeing mushrooms or THC in drinks. So often we feel like maybe that's a space that we shouldn't be in or we shouldn't be associated with, or, oh, that's taboo. I'm not supposed to be over there. Well, that's just simply not true. And I know that sometimes the conditioning and the thoughts and things of that nature can stand in our way. And I'm hoping to break down those walls to create an environment where you see somebody else that represents you trying something and is saying it's okay. By no means am I trying to influence you into choosing things for yourself that you might not have otherwise chosen. However, if you're looking for this information, I want you to feel like you can turn to me for answers, because frankly, there's just a lot of misinformation, misunderstood information, and questions that people are too afraid to ask. And that is what we are here to do at the Enlightened Buzz. As we earlier established, I am indeed 40. Aww. Sarcasm aside, though, one thing I have definitely learned for sure and I hate to say, is that alcohol simply impacts me differently. And I would be more specific as to say it was really just in like the last year. And for some really weird reason, my husband is immune to it. So he's getting older at the same rate as me. In fact, he's slightly older than me, and yet this hasn't affected him at all. And I have noticed that I am it's far easier or much more quickly that I'm getting a headache, or it's far less alcohol that induces that dreaded hangover. Ugh. And of course, now we all know about the word anxiety, which is basically taking a hangover and anxiety and combining these two terrible things together to basically mean that when you wake up in the morning, you are not only second guessing everything that you did the night before, but now you're also second guessing everything that you have to go do that day. And you go, oh God, I've got to go to this game, or I've got to go to this insert obligation here. And I just don't want Sandy to think I'm whatever. I don't know. And basically, it's as if you've already taken two steps back before you've ever even gotten out of bed. So I say all of that because maybe you're in the same boat like me, and maybe, God bless you, you aren't. And that's wonderful. I just know, having going through this experience myself, it's a fact. And I need to find alternatives to some of the occasions I would have otherwise had a glass of wine or had been at a party and been drinking socially. I don't think it's a bad idea at this point for me to consider alternatives, not just based on how I anticipate feeling the next day, but, my health long term and the health that I have for my family. So it's just something that I am on a journey with, and I feel like I might as well share in this experience with you because it might be something that you can benefit from too. In addition to me and my own personal experience with alcohol in recent years, I can't ignore that there's an overwhelming trend in the rest of the world where lifestyles and cultures of people are either becoming more aware of the side effects of alcohol, or they're just choosing not to introduce it into their lifestyle. There are literal facts that younger generations are simply just not drinking as much as the older generations have historically. So it's becoming more of a trend, and things like dry January and sober October and dry weddings are becoming hashtags and becoming trends that are simply part of our culture. So there's something in this as we are uncovering more and more information regarding things that we've done in the past, which is historically drink beer, wine, and spirits, or discovering new, healthier alternatives that introduce ingredients that, frankly, we're just less familiar with. So let's go on a journey. Judgment-free, let's learn together. I promise in future episodes that not only will I bring new brands and new categories and new ingredients to the table, but I commit to learning more about them and being part of that education to you. And as I mentioned, I will try the drinks or the gummies or the thingity thing. I don't know what I'm going to come across, but I commit that I'm willing to give it a try as long as you don't judge me and you meet me in the middle and we learn from this together. In addition to trying all the thingity things, I believe is what I said, I want to bring others into the conversation, other subject matter experts that can talk about the development of these brands or the better for you ingredients, or perhaps their journey. I've got friends that have gone alcohol free and they've made choices in their life that got them to where they are today, and they are either supplementing the alcohol with alcohol free alternatives, Or maybe in some cases, just a good old glass of water does the trick. I don't know, but that's why I would like to invite them to be part of this journey and this process. And more importantly, the education behind their lifestyle and the things that they choose to do that are better for them. I appreciate your time. I'm excited to go on this journey with you, and I look forward to seeing you in future episodes. Thanks. Bye.